Okay, so today I want to speak about something like how important it is for you to meet people who are already successful, I can say. And for me right now, what is success? Everyone have their own meaning of success. And for me, it's like finding people who are successful financially, but they still working like as they are don't have anything, you know. And this year, for example, tomorrow I'm gonna share a picture of this. I just have to ask their permission to do that. And I really met two, I can say like black people, and it's really really inspirational. Like this is the reason I say this. Like when you go to London, like you meet people who show you like, and they show you like, man, it's possible. It's possible. Like to do something here. You don't have to look anyone and compare yourself to anyone, but it's possible to come with your vision and do the things you want to do in your own way, and you can learn from these people. And this year, for example, I think I can think about like three moments I can say. Like one, I met like a Shifa. It was I remember like since I come here, I saw his Instagram. I saw like a video on YouTube, and he was like interview, and I was like, whoa, I like this guy vibe. And I sent him a message, and he replied. And since there we start talking. And this year, for example, in September, I was able to meet him in person, and he was like amazing. Like just to go there, and he told me like, oh, you do product photography. And I told him, yeah, I do that, and I don't do that. And he took me to his basement, and I was taking picture there with all the jewelry and watches, and I was like, man, this guy is so crazy. And I can say this, for the first time, like someone made me feel like very very proud to be African, because I remember when he asked me like, oh, where you come from, and I was like, oh, I come from Portugal. And he was like, he leaned like in the chair, like, no, where you come from, where you come from, the way you talk. And I was looking at him like inside of myself. I said, whoa, why are you saying that? And a couple of minutes later, I was thinking about, and I realized, wow, no, this guy is legit. This guy is a good guy, like, you know. And it was so amazing, like, to meet him. And he comes from Ghana, and he's successful. Like, as long as I can see, like, sometimes Instagram show you things, but I think like he's doing well, you know. And also, it's like, I met this woman. She come from Portugal, and man, it's so amazing to see like where she come from, the story she told me. And now you have like an office in the middle of Canary Wharf, and I was thinking like, what? How is possible? Like I'm not gonna say sad, but sometimes it's like, how is possible to people to come to the place and they just stick around their community? They don't go out to see other things, experience other things. Like, man, just stick around your community can kill you. It can kill you. And now I feel like in this situation where it's like, what I'm doing here, what I'm doing, because there are a lot of things like to do, and you have just to put yourself in this place and start doing your own things, like be around like people who are doing things, and you don't have to speak with them, but just to be around a certain environment where you can get like really really inspiration for you to do things. Because this is the beautiful thing about this, when you don't have anyone to talk about ideas, bounce ideas. I think like just being in an environment where you see people doing things and you don't have to talk with them, but just see those things, man, it can blow your mind. It can blow your mind. And for me, sometimes I look myself and say, I don't really like to talk about these things. As I say, I already talk about this. One thing who upset me the most is like education. I don't really like it, because if you educate people for years and years for them to don't believe in themselves, it's impossible like for you to have leaders, people who believe themselves, people who are disruptors, people who have vision to do things. Because when you try to cut everyone's head when they put their head up to do something, and you say, no, 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 put your head down, man, you are playing with people's self-esteem, you know? And yeah, man, it's just I think like it's so important, like, to seek these kind of people. Like, man, I didn't have anything to, yeah, I can say I have, because I was there taking the pictures. Yeah, I have something to offer. But sometimes, like, some people say like, oh, you have to have something to offer, blah blah blah. I don't believe that, because I met a lot of people. I didn't have anything to offer them. And one thing I always say to these people is like, you have to say one thing who catch their attention. For example, it can be like something they say in a podcast, something they say in an interview, or you can say, bro, man, your work you are doing inspire me a lot. Thank you so much. Just these words is enough for people, like, because, man, we like talk about ourselves. This is the truth. Like, if someone say like, oh, I love what you are doing, it make me feel good. Wow. So for me, it's really, really amazing, like, to just to see that. And I remember like the girl told me like, man, you have to be in London. If this is what you want to do, you have to be in London. No, it's, I feel like inspired in this country, man. You know, like, I always say that I don't want to stay here forever. And sometimes I hear a lot of people say this, and I don't like want to live. Like, Lisbon is like, for me, it's like an amazing place. And for me, just to get my things right, and I can live there, I can live forever, whatever I want to live, why not? So I think like the next 2 years is gonna be like really, really interesting, because I remember when I come in 2020, I told myself 5 years, man, 5 years. So I feel like 3 years was really, really nice to learn. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, for me, I don't know if someone is watching this video, but the last message here is just telling people, like, go out, meet people, talk with people, approach people. Don't be afraid to approach people. And don't think about rejection. People don't reject you. If they reject you today, it's just you don't have enough to offer them, you know? So improve and go back. They're gonna accept you. It's like, yeah, man, man, when you do these things, you challenge yourself to do things, you feel good. You don't have to see the money, like, oh, I'm not making money, so I feel so bad. For me, it's not that. Like, keep doing my thing, so things are gonna work. Yeah. So yeah, go out, meet people, and talk with people, and say people. If you admire someone, tell them. Yeah, it can be crazy sometimes, because you can tell some people like you admire them, and they start getting like crazy, thinking like, oh, you are like, I don't know what, I'm not gonna say this, but oh, you are sucking their dicks or something like that. But man, it just, if you are genuine, you tell someone, I like you, I like what you are doing, inspire me, I learn a lot from you. Man, if they take it like in a wrong way, just leave them alone. So keep doing your thing. So for me, 3 moments this year, like, also is like this, I think they come from, where they come from? So Iran, yeah, they come from Iran, and they work together. 2 brothers work together. So how is possible? People gonna say, oh, it's not possible to work together. Ow. So yeah, I think like it's a cultural thing, and the thing you experience, and they allow you to expand your point of view and your worldview. So it's really, really amazing. So man, I get inspired here. Like, I just have to improve my skills, because I always say this, I have 7 values in my life. And one of them, if I get this right, or yeah, 1, because emotional balance is one of them. But sometimes, you know, it makes me think about emotional balance, because if you keep letting people walk on you and you don't lose your mind, that is not like having emotional balance. That's called stupid. Just that. Like, sometimes you have to lose your mind. You have to tell something a lot of people are thinking about and they're afraid to say. And for me, just I say this, I value friendship, I value family, but there are points you just have to look and say, you know what, it's not like I don't like this, but man, we are not honest here. We are not being honest with each other. And I always say this, I hate hypocritical politeness people. I hate it so much. People are gonna be polite in front of you, but in your back, oh shit, they're talking bullshit stuff, you know. So yeah, it was really, really amazing this year to learn. And isn't nothing, I didn't fail, man. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about me, myself. I learned a lot about others. Man, it was an amazing year. So I'm grateful for this year. So, man, forever, as Richard Branson used to say, there are no point for you to start a business unless you do it out of frustration. And Richard Branson is one of the guys who inspired me to learn English, because when I saw the guy talking, I was like, whoa, this guy's talking shit here. So I have to learn. Nowadays, I don't follow him. I don't watch anything from him. But I learned another person I learned a lot from is Sarah Blakely. You know, that is the reason I say seek people are financial success. And people are going to say like money doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. So, man, whoa. This is another topic. I'm going to talk about money. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to talk about it. But yeah, it was good. It was good. So I'm going to finish this video here. I'm going to eat, I'm going to study, because now I'm studying online marketing. Yeah, I understand, but sometimes like I'm mess up around like with my Instagram, so I have to be more professional with that. Yeah. Okay, so guys, for today this is the video, and tomorrow we keep going. I think I have more 9 videos to do, and after that I'm gonna start making more planned videos, sharing my life, the things I'm doing with English. This is gonna help me a lot with English. It's gonna help me a lot. So life is getting better. It's gonna get better. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm gonna finish here.